Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. Yeah, it's a sealed DVD. That's John Frankenstein, Mel Brooks. This is it's a fairly recent release in the last 2006. Wow, it's 15 years old already. Alright, real simple. I've mentioned before, in my area, there is 3 pawn shops that I know of. One of them doesn't carry DVDs, any kind of media like that anymore. It's mostly a gun shop, gold place. Their basic thing is we can't offer anybody but like a quarter thing, and nobody wants to take that. I went there one time, and they were clearing out shit for like 25 cents each, and I bought a pile of stuff. There's a good one outside of town that they have prices posted on the shelf, but I'm always buying huge amounts. The guy cuts me a good deal. But usually the guy at the register lives out here where I live in this area because he's like, I recognize you from somebody started talking. I was like, oh. He's like, I see the Chevron, the Dollar General. And I was like, yeah, because that's out where I'm at. There's only 2 stores we have. I know I mentioned Brookhaven every once in a while. I'm actually outside of Brookhaven. I'm outside the city limits. This is, I don't know what they actually call this area. Hurricane Ronald Lake, we'll call it that. But this pawn shop, there's one downtown. They always have a big selection of DVDs, and they must have bought a big collection or buy a lot in bulk. Because every now and then there's new shit. You never know what you're going to find. So I was in there, let me think. Probably as of filming about a week ago. And the guy was basically like, look, we need to clear out some space. You know, if you're going to buy a bunch, I'll cut you a deal. Because kid stuff's a quarter. You know, movies are 50 cents. TV show season sets are $2. Okay, cool. So I went through there and I found, a few movies for myself. I actually got a pile of stuff for my father. He's got a custom van that we're replacing the VCR in it with a DVD player. And his plan is he's going to go down to the coast and like stay on the beach and sleep in the thing and just fish all day. And it's like, I'll watch movies. I'm like, all right, So I found a bunch of action movies that shit he likes. Well, I also found 2 seasons of Smallville for my girl. One of them has like bad burns in the cover. Like it's burned all the way through the cover, all the way to the booklet on the inside. The other one looks, and the disc looked great. So I was in there, I'm like, what the fuck? Now, going by the code on here, this is September 07. So this has been this was put in the Walmart $5 bin. September of 2007. It's still sealed. I'm guessing, because I find fairly often at this downtown pawn shop, they seem to buy DVDs. I don't know how much they give, probably 50 cents, maybe a little more for something bigger. But they often have stuff that's straight out of Walmart, still sealed, security stickers, everything on it. Like I found Night Gallery there one time for, I want to say it was $3. And this is right when Walmart just started stocking on the shelves. The Night Gallery complete run for like $30. I'm pretty sure there's a few people in the area that when they need cash a little bit, they go to Walmart and steal a stack of DVDs, and take it out of this pawn shop and pawn. When I got my knife, that's why my voice might have faded for a little while ago. I went to go get my knife. I have no nails, as you can see, so I have to use my knife to cut through shit. And this is one of those, I saw this as a kid back in the day. Well, I don't know when this came out. 70-something. I saw it as a kid a long time ago. I was fairly young. Because it would air on TV, a couple times a year. But the thing is that, and I didn't realize at the time, because it's rated PG, it was actually edited for TV slightly. And the only reason I found this out was years later, when I first saw this, I wasn't even in school yet. Usually I was in school, I went to go spend the night, like a Friday or Saturday night, at a buddy of mine's house that lived in a different part of town. Lived in a part of town where you could get cable. So they had cable, of course. And we started watching. He's like, hey, you want to see Young Frankenstein? Yeah, sure. I've seen it before. But, I don't mind watching it. And we started watching, and all of a sudden I'm seeing parts I've never seen before. And I don't really know, because how long is this movie? 102 minutes, so it's not even 2 hours. 18 minutes off of 2 hours. Back then, that should have been enough time to put in ads. So I don't know. So it wasn't cut for time. It had to be cut for content, I would guess. I'm not sure on this. And I don't know why I don't own this. This is one of those where I'm like, I'm at the pawn shop doing, and I really need to do this. I have a out of date version. I need to update it. It's gonna take forever. List of all my DVDs and Blu-rays. That way, the thing I'll do now is at a pawn shop, there's a store. If I'm paying $1 or less or something, I'll take a chance, buy it. And if I end up already having it, I'll just get a copy away. Matter of fact, in this last group, and before this video goes up, he'll get it. Cody LL sent him a package. That Lionsgate release from a few years back had like Blood Diner and Ghoulies Go to College. I found another copy of it. I've got quite a few. I found that one is fairly common now. Anytime I find it for $1, I'll pick it up because I give it to people. So it's great stuff. Frankenstein. Oh, it's Mel Brooks. He's doing like a madcap kind of parody, slightly musical version of the Frankenstein story. Frankenstein. Got Gene Wilder. Got what the fuck is his name? Oh, my cover's all warped. I don't like that. Ew. Marty Feldman, Terry Garr, Madeline Kahn, Peter Boyle. That's Frankenstein. She's the bride. This is just funny as shit. Let's see what extra we got here. And the weird thing about it is that Mel Brooks, he only did 2 horror films. Or kind of horror. He did this and Dracula Dead and Living. Dracula Dead and Living is not a bad film. I don't mind it. It's one of those where I'll watch it about every 8-9 years. I'll watch it. I'll catch it on TV. This one I can watch multiple times a year. And I was like, fuck, how do I... It's on my list. Actually, I have on my tablet, I have the list I did in 2014, 15. So 5-6 years out of date, 7 years. I started reading, I was like, I don't have Young Frankenstein. So I grabbed it. I mean, for 50 cents, just, don't look nothing fancy. What extras we got? Mel Brooks audio commentary, documentary, making Frankincense, a Young Frankenstein, interviews with stars Marty Feldman, Gene Wilder, and Cloris Leachman, 7 deleted scenes, outtakes and bloopers, production stills. 74. God, this is as old as I am. I thought it was. What was weird, I can remember as a kid, like I said, we grew up, where I grew up in, you got NBC, CBS, 2 different ABCs, because there was one on the far west side of the state, and then right across the line, Alabama, there was an ABC, so we got 2 of those. You got, once Fox got on the air, there was a channel we were getting before it became Fox affiliate. There was another Fox affiliate we could pick up. And he had like PBS, and then there was like an independent channel out of Florida that came in a little fuzzy. But it felt like back then, the horror movies I saw most of the time, they seemed to play all the damn time. As a kid, and this would be, late 70s, early 80s. I remember, I'd see every one of these films at least once a year. Young Frankenstein, Love at First Bite with George Hamilton. I've seen that movie I don't know how many times. And It's Alive, the Killer Baby movie. Like those 3, I saw them over and over. And as a matter of fact, I had a tape at one time. It was a VHS tape. Probably an 8-hour tape that had all 3 of those recorded off of whatever channel aired them. That's the weird thing, now. Do any of the over-the-air channels, like ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, what is it, CW, do any of them air movies now? I mean, like, movie of the week. It used to be back in the day, oh yeah, fucking every week, every one of them had a movie. Hell, I can remember back in the day before infomercial, all that shit really took over. You flip, like, through your local channels late at night, that's all they aired was, like, older movies. Like, I don't know how many times I saw, like, Heartbreak Ridge at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, Heartbreak Ridge. Okay, it's a movie about Grenada. Let's watch this. Oh, man, fucking Young Frankenstein. So happy I got this. I hate that the cover's warped. It's going to bug the piss out of me. I'm going to have to pull that cover out and, like, flatten it. Nice cover. I don't know if that's the original poster or not. I don't think I've ever seen the original poster for this. It's one of those. And I'll be first man, I'm not a big poster guy. Not movie poster. Back in the day, when your video stores, a lot of times give them away to whoever, they quit using them. I would get stuff in there. I had like Witchcraft 3 and The Live and Die in LA, and just an odd assortment of stuff. And I'm never one to collect. Like, I go to conventions, I might flip through somebody's poster supply for something. Because nowadays, man, people just want so much. Even for a reprint, a decent reprint of, let's say Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Young Frankenstein, they're going to want $30-$40 now, man. Yeah. Posters 10 to 20 at most for me. I don't even like paying that much. But I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.